playing Among Us with 100 players. Look at everything. If that imposter wins, you send them a 100 players here, Andy and Chris are the conquerors. Carl and Chandler are the imposters, and me and Chris have to try to kill them. But me and Chris have to figure out another science. Carl, Chandler, go. Among Us was a game many relevant creators based their channels off of. However, from its peak in 2020 of 500 million monthly active users to today, where Among Us can only pull around 2 million users a month, it's safe to say the decline of Among Us is a sad tale that future viral games should steer clear of following. In today's video, I'm going to explain what made Among Us so popular, why it fell off, and why no game should follow its footsteps in the future. Now that that's out of the way, let's dive right in. Among Us, created by Innersloth, was released June 18th, 2018, to a massive audience of 30 to 50 people. In its alpha state, it was extremely primitive, but based on this video clip I found, the core mechanics were still there. There was an imposter, crewmates, and people completed tasks. Even in its alpha state, it was clear the trajectory of the game if refined and found by the right people, which it did. Large streamers like PewDiePie and XQC found the game during lockdown and played with their famous friends, breeding the perfect storm for an indie game with a small active player base. However, it wasn't just the streamers that made the game popular. Even though the combination of the streamers and the 2020 lockdowns is why everyone flocked towards the game, the entertaining and easy to learn gameplay loop is truly what made the game explode. But unbeknownst to everyone at the time, that would be part of its inevitable decline. In September of 2020, Among Us finally hit its all-time peak, 500 million active players. But with every peak comes a dip, and by mid-2021, the game had already lost half its player base, which was still at a significant 250 million players. But just 1 year after that, Among Us hit 50 million monthly players, a 90% decline from its peak. And if you thought 50 million was already a huge dip, the estimated monthly player base this year is 2.1 to 2.9 million, which puts the current decline from its peak at around 99.6%, a major decline putting it well past its glory days, and begging the question, what happened? What happened with Among Us is what happens with all games that go viral, but don't fully capitalize hard enough on their newly gained player base. During its peak, the gameplay loop never changed. Maybe a new map, a few new cosmetics, but no meaningful changes occurred while everyone was playing. They first added classes in November of 2021, well after the major peak, and to an audience of around 200 million monthly players. By the time they were done rolling out the new gameplay loop, it was too late. No one who was playing by the time they started changing things were there for any change. They were the diehard fans who were going to play no matter what. And that's what Among Us is today. The people who enjoyed it at the time are gone, and the people who are still playing are going to play until it's done. Thank you guys so much for watching this video on a game we used to play during lockdown. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. If you really enjoyed this video, subscribe. And if you didn't enjoy this video, comment about it. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.